Coming at you live, coming at you live. It is your boy Skillz, and this is going to be Skillz on Cards Pile 7 episode, where we discuss the 2023 Topps Baseball set all the way from card number 1 all the way through card number 9, was it 990 in the update set? We're going to go through each and every one. We've already done 6 piles so far, up through card 150. Starting this video, we're going to do things a little differently. We're going to just do 10 cards per video, so that means you're going to see cards number 151 through 160 here, pile 7. Skillz on cards. Enjoy it. We're going to get into all the photographs. I didn't do much photo talk last time. That's going to change this time. We'll talk about the photos. We'll talk about the stats. We'll talk about any printing errors we come across, any factual errors we come across. It's going to be a fun time. It always is. Here on Skillz on Cards, pile 7. Skillz on Cards, pile 7. Card number 151 gives us Tyler Wells of the Baltimore Orioles. Big, beefy starting pitcher. Had some success. Here you see him wearing number 60, was that 66 or 68? I can't even really tell. I wonder if that's still his uniform number. 68. I don't think any Oriole that I can think of has ever worn 68 before, as you see him coming over the top of that heat of his. On reverse, we see that Wells, for some reason, missed the 2019 season. I'll have to look that up in the notes. He's a little older than I thought he was. He's already he's already turned 30 as of last August. Wells was 7-7 for the 2022 Orioles with a 4.25, a nice tidy 1.14 whip, 1.2 WAR, not bad. It says in the blurb that Tyler made a transition from 2021 rookie reliever to mainstay in the 22 Orioles rotation. From April 16th through July 16th, the towering righty allowed 3 or fewer earned runs in 17 consecutive starts. And since that time, he's become a full-time Orioles starter. As a matter of fact, Tyler Wells in 2023 was 7-6 with a 3.64 in 20 starts, and he was off to a shaky start in 24 before he had to undergo surgery for what I'm not sure, but he hasn't made it back yet, and his absence is part of the reason why the Orioles pitching staff has stunk so bad in 2025. So hopefully he's healing up and he'll be back soon to help them out. Card number 152, the veteran, the former Philly, Nick Pivetta. We see him here in the City Connect Boston version, the yellow uniforms, which there's no excuse for a Boston Red Sox to ever be wearing yellow on the field, unless it's National Mustard Day. I don't know, but the City Connect uniforms, too many of them leave a lot to be desired. That's for another day. Pivetta, of course, the former Philly. You see Fenway Park's wall in the background as we check out the reverse. And to my surprise, Pivetta never really had a great year with the Phillies, or even a good statistical year, 8-10, 7-14 in those 2 years he was with the Phillies full-time in their rotation before they started to bounce him around a little bit and eventually moved on from him. 2022, Pivetta was 10-12, solid, 179 innings pitched, which for these times is probably put him 4th or 5th in the league. Blurb says that he threw one of the gems of the Red Sox season in 2022, stopping the heavy hitting Astros on 2 hits on a no-walk, 8-whiff complete game on May 18th. And you know I love my complete games, guys. You know I love my complete games. I don't know how many that has been in Pivetta's career. We'll have that in the notes. That was part of his 9-start, 8-win hot streak. So Nick Pivetta, Nationals draft pick. I did not know that. And he was acquired in a trade with the Phillies back in... that's how the Red Sox got him. I got to figure out how he went from Nats to the Phillies. We'll figure that out in the notes as well. Nick Pivetta is off to a hot start with the 2025 Padres. 5 wins, is at least tied for the league lead, and 2.01 ERA for Pivetta as a 2025 Padre, which normally I'd be happy for him, except for the Padres are my Giants rivals. One of them anyway. Card number 153 gives us the former Giant, former longtime Oriole Kevin Gausman, who should still be a Giant if a certain executive wasn't so penny pinching. Gausman could still be throwing bullets for us at the top of the Giants rotation. You see the wild hair just everywhere. The tall, lanky body produces some gas, even still to this day, as Gausman is in his mid-30s. I like this shade of Toronto blue. Reminds me of the old school blue they used to wear in the 80s. On the reverse here, we see that the last couple years leading into when this car is produced, you see how he did for my Giants in 2021 when he was 14-6, and they were so impressed by that 14-6 record that they let him go to the Blue Jays, where he's been ever since, putting up more and more wins. As a matter of fact, Gausman was third in the American League Cy Young voting in 2023, and he threw two complete games. You know I love my complete games. In 2024, he's off to a good start this year, and even though he got kicked out of one start. Kevin Gausman, no blurb, but I've already spoken enough on him. Card number 154 gives us Jonathan Aranda of the Tampa Bay Rays. You see him getting that hustle on. He's not as short and chunky as he looks in this photo, but he is a little on the shorter and chunky side for a first baseman. Tampa's used him as a first baseman and as a second baseman and shortstop as well. I think he even played a little outfield for them. This year he's playing full-time first base, but in 2022 for the Rays, he was just getting started. It was his rookie season, and he didn't really impress much statistically, but he was versatile, so that helped out Tampa. You know, they like to move their guys around. Blurb, as a 2021 Southern League MVP, which is minor leagues, Jonathan led that circuit in average on-base percentage and slugging, all the slash marks, before landing a spot on the Rays 40-man roster in November. He continued to sting the ball at AAA Durham in 2022, batting .310 with an .898 OPS ahead of his late June call-up. Aranda hit safely in each of his first 2 games for Tampa Bay as well. And Aranda in 23 and 24 continued to go on that minor league, major league shuttle. But this year he's been playing, he's been the primary first baseman for the Rays, and he's hitting 316? Yeah, 316 entering play today for Jonathan Aranda. 6 foot, a little short on the first, a little on the short side for a first baseman, but hey, you know, you got to get his bat in that lineup if he's going to hit 316. I mean, this is a team that once employed, wasn't what's Jin-Man Choi? He wasn't very tall either, if I remember correctly. So Tampa got themselves a little prize. Card number 155 is a future star who's actually a current star as well, but at the time this card was released, he hadn't really busted out yet. And that's Mr. Hunter Green. Hunter Green may find himself one day among the Black Aces as one of the few black pitchers in Major League history to have won the Cy Young Award. I hope he does make it one day. He's already thrown a gem against my Giants this season in 2025. He threw 8 2/3, and part of me, since I love my complete games, was rooting for him to get that last out. The Giants rallied, though, didn't happen, but it was still a very impressive performance for the young man. As we check out the reverse here. Now, Green missed the 19 and 20 seasons back-to-back with some sort of injury, which I don't know what that was. Of course, there was a 2020 minor league season, and I don't think he would have made it to the majors anyway. We'll find that out, what was going on with him in the notes. 22 was his rookie breakout debut season, and he was 5 and 13 with a 4.44 in 24 games for the Reds at age 23 at the time, which is not terrible, all things considered. Until Jacob deGrom returned in August, Hunter's near 99-mile-an-hour average velo was leading all starters in 2022. He does throw very hard, people, I can tell you that. The buzzworthy rookies outings included one of 7 1/3 no-hit innings. We'll find out who that was against. And 7 frames of one-hit ball. So Green was when he was on, he was on. And the Reds probably were very careful with his pitch count. Young pitchers, you got to kind of look out for that sort of thing because he could, as much as he was bringing it, he probably wasn't, 48 walks, 125 innings. Not terrible, but certainly not good either. So he was probably having troubles with that strike zone, which led to his moderate innings pitch total. But Hunter Green since then has been phenomenal for the most part for Cincinnati. Matter of fact, last year he was 9-5, 275. Last year being 2024, and he even made the All-Star team, got some Cy Young votes. This year he's off to a very fine start, 4-2, 253 entering play today. So Hunter Green, atop that Reds rotation, if they turn it around, he's going to be front and center involved in it. Card number 156 is the outfielder, Kyle Stowers, then of the Baltimore Orioles. And Stowers, you see here, lefty hitter, wearing number 23, and the great tradition of Orioles hitters such as, I don't know, we'll have it in the notes. Stowers has since moved on to Miami. They're playing the Oakland A's. You can see the Oakland A's in the background there. He's since moved on to Miami, but before we get there, let's check out his blurb. Let's check out some of his numbers here. 2022 was his rookie season, 23 hits and 91 at-bats, 253 average, not shabby. The WAR could have used some work, but only played in 34 games, so what are you going to do? Kyle quickly immersed himself in 2022 Orioles magic. Playing just his 7th Major League game on August 25th, He swatted a 2-out, 2-strike game-tying homer in the bottom of the ninth to key a wild victory over the White Sox, which is almost like beating a major league team. Stowers earned his shot with a strong effort at AAA Norfolk, where he averaged 1 extra base hit every 6.8 at-bats, which if you're not a math person, that's a very respectable total. Former number 2 second-round pick, has since moved on to Miami in the trade for Trevor Rogers in 24. They gave him some run in 24. Miami did 50 games. He only hit 186, but this year so far, he's hitting 310. He's playing a lot. He's slashing 310, 380, 522 entering play as of this date today, May 6th. And Stowers looks to be at age, he's born in 98, so he's only 27. He's still got some time left to put together a very nice little run in the major leagues. Card number 157 is Mr. Christian Vasquez, who looks bizarre in any uniform that's not Boston. He was with Boston for a long time, people, over 8 seasons, and nine total seasons, over 8 years, I should say. But here he's with the Houston Astros, who acquired him in 2024, right around was a little bit before the deadline. Actually, they got him in a trade. I don't know who they got. I've forgotten who they got, but in any event, he moved on to Houston, played a little bit for them. Numbers not all that impressive with the Stros, but he's never been a huge numbers guy except for that one breakout year he had. What was it, in 19 when he hit 23 home runs? 2015, you see here, he missed the whole season with an injury, which we will have in the notes. Blurb has the following: when the Astros landed Christian from the Red Sox at the 2022 trading deadline, he was leading all AL catchers in batting average and runners caught stealing. Now, 282 average is not shabby either, especially for a catcher in these times. His 5th start for them was a 3-hit performance. So, yeah, I kind of put down the numbers he was putting up a little bit, but Vasquez has a little bit of ability. I mean, he wouldn't be in the major leagues if he didn't. Getting it done with the bat there a couple times with Houston. Former longtime Red Sox, has since moved on to the Minnesota Twins. He's kind of played semi-full time for them, hitting in 220s for the most part, but he's still sticking around at age, what is he now, 34? So Christian Vasquez, card number 157. Card number 158 is the former Giant, one of the guys that gave me, that helped me believe the 2021 season was going to be magical for my Giants, Kris Bryant. The former Cubs MVP, former NL MVP with the Cubs, to be clear. He was acquired by the Giants at the 2021 trade deadline for basically nothing. And while he was not a total bust for the Giants, he didn't light it up the way we hoped he would. But he gave us something, playing some third base, playing some left field. Unfortunately, that magical season was cut short by the horrible Dodgers and a horrible umpiring call, which we won't get into here. Kris Bryant, number 23 with the Rockies, won 23 his whole career, including with the Cubs and the Giants. This card represents year 1 with Colorado Rockies of the 7-year deal he signed after the 2021 season. One of the few moves of Zaidi that I agree with, that he did not re-sign Bryant for a huge dollar amount after that 21 season. Bryant, with the back issues, has not been anywhere close to the MVP player he was in his Cubs days. In 2022, Bryant was a .306 hitter in just 42 games, 5 home runs, 14 RBI. Let's get to the blurb first. Back and foot injuries prevented Kris from having the sort of 2022 debut he'd hoped for in Colorado, but when healthy in July, he batted .341 with 5 home runs and a team-leading 1.023 OPS. Bryant, since then, in 23 and 24, has combined to play 117 games. And this year, he's already injured. With his back is really in bad shape, guys. Don't make fun of him. His back is really jacked up. His miracle is even being able to play as much as he is. 154 in just 11 games so far this season. And I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to even come out there on occasion. His back is just that bad, people. It's too bad he's only 33 years old, and the Colorado Rockies are the worst team in baseball by a lot, so the incentive for him to return is not a great one. His failure to stay healthy is a big reason why they're so bad, and that's just really too bad for everyone involved, him and the team. Kris Bryant, card number 158. He did hit a very long home run against me in MLB The Show earlier this year. I'll give him that. The longtime Brave, AJ Minter, is card number 159, our penultimate card here in pile 7 of Skillz on Cards, 2023 tops. Minter with the Braves, I believe since 2017. 2017. And mostly as a middle reliever slash lefty specialist. Also sometimes as a closer, he brings it pretty good. Mentor on the reverse. You see there, 65 games, 36 games, 22 games in the COVID season, 61. So he's been a workhorse for Atlanta up until 2024 when he was sidelined for a couple of IL stints with hip problems. And this year he's been with the Mets, but he only pitched in 13 games. He's going to be out for the rest of the season with a lat injury. So unfortunately for Mentor, he's not going to get much of a chance to build on what he did with the Braves in year one with the Mets. But the blurb has him as he's now a high-end reliever, but the only start of AJ's career through 2021 was historic. In Game 5 of the 2020 NLCS, which isn't really a start, it was an open. Let's not get it twisted. His 7 strikeouts were a postseason record in an outing of 3 or fewer innings. Mentor, I forgot about that outing, but I remember watching it. Yes, that was the year before Atlanta won the World Series, the 2021 champs, and he was a part of that right there front and center. Cal Raleigh is our final card here in pile 7. That's card number 160. Cal Raleigh, the Mariners catcher, future star, second one of the pile. Hey, how about that? And he is pretty much a star today. Riley, although he knocked out my giant pitcher Justin Verlander with a 13-pitch at bat earlier this season, I like the guy. He's a good player, good strike zone, good everything. And he's a catcher too, so what's not to like? 2022, 27 homers, 83, is that 83 or 63? 63 RBI for the Mariners that year. He's been a part of their resurgence back to a playoff contender after, 20 years out of the playoffs. Played 119 games for the M's that year. It was his second season in the major leagues. He originally came up at 21. When Cal, who wears number 29, this is a cool fact here, I like this one a lot, homered on 7/13/22, it gave Seattle long balls from 4 successive uniform numbers in the same game. Adam Frazier, number 26, Jesse Winker, number 27, and Eugenio Suarez, he of 4 home run fame, number 28, also went deep. Riley was a third round Mariners draft pick back in 2018, and he is a North Carolina native, and I don't really have much else to add to that. So I want to thank you all for joining in for pile number 7 of Skillz on Cards 2023 Tops. There will be more piles to come. We will do cards number 161 through 170 in the next pile, whenever that is. And again, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I wasn't too blah, 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 blah. I hope I didn't ramble or mumble. And hopefully you learned something, and we'll come back around when I have our next pile. Keep checking back to our page here, our channel here, and we'll see you then.